Okay, cool. So the main thing I want to do here is these images are huge, right? Like if you take a look at each one, because I'm downloading the PNGs from a script. Yeah, 860 KB. So each of these images is almost a meg, which will really add up. There's a few hundred files here, I believe. So let me make that a bit small. So what I want to do is, and the functionality still works, which is great. But one, it's costing me more money to host because these images are gigantic and I have to keep paying for that bandwidth. Two, it's just slow as well, and also images shouldn't be that big. So I'm going to change the way that we download the images so that we convert them to WebP, the WebP format instead, which should make them far smaller but still maintain 99% of quality. So we're going to do that. All I've done off proper stream is just added a link to the YouTube playlist so you can find this, and also a link to the GitHub if anyone wants to actually look at code. So yeah, convert things to WebP. That's going to be the main thing, which shouldn't be too difficult. I did something like this a while ago. I'm going to make this top skins thing sticky. Yeah, and then maybe we could do some testing. But no, I want do some testing. Let's do some testing. We'll do some testing after as well, maybe. But that'll, we need to set that up and everything. Okay, so first thing, I want to use something called ImageMagick, which is an extremely popular library that people use to do all sorts of things with images. But first of all, I want to install it. I'm pretty sure you can just run it with brew. Yeah, sweet. So let's install ImageMagick. Should be nice and easy. So yeah, we're installing ImageMagick. We'll need a way to interact with it. I believe there's an Elixir library. Mogrify. That's it. No, it's Mog something. Cool. And then we just have to change our script, which pulls down the content. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's see what happens. While this is installing, I'm going to add Mogrify to the mix project because I also want to get this live so that when it downloads on the actual production server, it comes up. So Mogrify's in. You have to configure it. It's optional, right? I can just call it as I need. Okay, cool. All right, and then inside the importer, this is actually what pulls down all the images. So this part here, when we download the image, yeah, what I actually want to do is, yeah, okay, so I curl the file, I write that to there, and then I just return it, okay. So instead, I want to use that almost like a temporary thing, right? So I want to write the file. Yeah, and then do I put in the PNG myself? Yeah, I do. Okay. Tell you what. So no more adding the PNG there. So this will now be the PNG to save. That gets written, which is cool. Then I can actually import Mogrify right here. It's probably better to do it. I'm not actually sure on the optimization of that, but I might as well do it there. And then, so I want to save the file as a PNG, and then I want to open the PNG directory to save. That'll open up the file we just saved, right? And then I want to, must be, where's the, convert. Yeah, so open it. Then I run format WebP. Then I run save. And then, does that just put it in place? Let's do it a bit manually first to see what we do before we download everything again. Well, I was installing a lot of stuff. Okay. Honking happening outside. Sorry about that. So yeah, if I yeah, I'll just try it out locally. And then convert all the files as they come in. And then yeah, and then for each one we can. Okay, cool. So that seems to hopefully work now. Need to mix depth to get all the Mogrify. Let's run that. It should be fine now because I've got it to my CLI tool. I just need to do that to the Docker container to make sure that my actual server has Mogrify and ImageMagick as well, but that should be simple enough. So let's see. Okay. So if I let's try something out. If I import Mogrify right there. Okay, they've got this one. It's cool. So I want to first of all let's find one of these files, right? So prov static images skins. Okay, so if I do copy relative path, what is that? Prov static. Okay. Hold on, I'm just zooming in. Okay. Static images skins, most of that. All right, let's do. Let's do this, and then skin rank. Okay, cool. Okay, so if I do image equals open. Oh wait, yeah, that's the V gives you your last like a reference to the last thing you did in IEX, by the way. So if you ever type something out and you're like, oh, I didn't assign it, just hit V, you'll get it back. So if I want to let's assign this. So it's called ana file equals V, and then I just want to do open. Well, again, source that image equals open ana file. Will that work? No. Oh, because it could be either or. Cool. All right, there you go. So yeah, it should have that now. Okay, cool. And then I want to do format WebP, should have worked now. So what file was that? That was the War God one. Do I? What? Is it not indexing inside of there? Okay, let's reveal this and find a. I wonder where it saved it. Oh wait, it went to var folders. Oh, yeah. Okay, I didn't want that. So if I open that, okay, then here's the thing. Okay, so it worked, which is really cool. Like that's great, but I actually want it to be relative to here. Can I do that? Ah, great. Okay, so if I do. Okay, so if I do the same thing. Yeah, so now I'm gonna do. I'm guessing I've done it. Path? No? Oh, hold on. How do I? Yeah, box. Save. Okay, so I just put default to temporary. Overwrite the original. Oh, in place. Oh, that's kind of perfect actually. So if I in place. Oh, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, cool. Oh, thank you, Kanash. That's really sweet. It's really nice of you to say. Tiny Tails. I actually just went on to other projects, but Tiny Tails is still there and it works. I just need to launch it. Is it something you'd want to see? Do you want to use Tiny Tails? Is that why? If you do, let me know and I can. I don't know. If people want it, maybe I'll go back to it. That wouldn't be a bad idea. So I'm just gonna copy this. And then here, so this is correct. Ah, gotcha. Okay, cool. Well, maybe I could do some streaming for Tiny Tails, and you guys can see how that works. For those that don't know, it's a different app that I was building for a while. Okay. So I want to open that file path. I want to format it to WebP. I want to save it, and I want to put in place true. And then I actually want to file dot remove. I do delete a file in Elixir. Yeah, delete. Nope, no. Delete. Oh, RM. Oh, because it just takes the same API as. Oh, cool. Okay, fine. So if I do. What's the name of the PNG? What did I say? Did I say that as image? No, I call it Anna file. Okay. So I just do file dot rm. Cool. Nice. Okay, that worked. So yeah, after I do this, I want to delete the PNG. This shouldn't be directory. No, it should be PNG file path to save. Okay, cool. So now I am. But I need to return the path. What does this return? That doesn't exist anymore. Okay, let's do a different file then. Instead of the Anna Wargod file, let's do Anna Sniper. Cool. Alright. And let's assign that Anna to WebP. Okay. So then here, when I do this, what do I get back? I get path. Sweet. Okay, that's perfect. Alright, so this will then return me an WebP image. Actually, I don't need the whole thing, do I? I just need... Let's do a little pattern matching. Image. And what I want is the path. I'll be there to save. Don't need that. So we save the file as a PNG. We convert it using Mogrify to WebP. We save it in place, so it does it exactly where it found it. Whoops. Then it removes the PNG. And then it needs to return, this is the path that it was at. And then later down here, we make that relative to the actual place we're calling this from. Okay. Let's call this download and convert image. Other thing as well, I also don't need this anymore. The other thing was I wanted, so I'm using flow here to split all the work across cores up, parallelize the work in the collection. Maybe I do that for the file now as well, because now it's actually going to be doing a little bit of work, so it'll take longer because it's actually calling ImageMagick every time. So instead of enum.map, maybe I want, let's try and do this. If I do flow.from enumerable, and that'll be the skins. And I do flow.map, and then I do flow.partition across different flows. And then right at the end, I do, yeah, I do enum.. Call to missing or find. Oh, because I'm already piping it in, so that's fine. Okay, all right. So if I run mix echo.reset now, yep, it breaks. So I'm creating this directory. But I only wanted to just make it every time. So make well, let's do it this way. Rather than reading the documents because I'm lazy. How do I make it great one if one doesn't exist? I mean, I know I can just look for the directory and then do that, but I wonder if there's just a Oh, great. Okay, cool. So I just need to bang it. Yeah, I'm fine. Cool. Alright, let's run that again. So now, oh wait, hold on. Forgot something. Everything inside here already exists, so I'm actually going to delete this. Yeah. I don't want to be recreating and storing all that information. But look at that, we can see it creating WebPs. Look at that. That's cool, isn't it? And let's actually look at the files. Sweet. Cool. So in what? It's been 20 minutes. We're now optimizing all of our images, and let's look at the difference in size, right? The PNGs were 800 KB, these are 59. So it's more than 10 times smaller than before, right? So make a huge difference when we're actually serving up the files. And to make it obvious, right, I'm gonna just, we'll go to Skin Ranker. Look at how slow it is, right? And I've got gigabyte internet. Like, it's pretty slow, right? Like, getting all that data. I mean, it's not bad, obviously, but that's my internet doing a lot of the hard work there. Right? So many files. Like, it's still loading, right? Things are still happening here. Actually, you can even see it better in the network tab. If I, like, oop. What did I do? Look at the network tab down here. Look at all this work happening. Right, trying to install, like trying to find all these files. It's taking ages. Right. Also, these are 3 or 4, I'm guessing, because the content's actually cached. Yeah. But it's okay. We will do this better. Yeah, slow. Cool, okay, so that worked. I just pulled everything in as WebP, and it got sped up by flow as well, which is awesome. We can do some proper benchmarking, but I'm not too bothered about that right now. The thing I do want to do now, though, is actually make that happen. Ooh, actually, sorry. If I run IX now, because it's looking for PNGs, it's actually not going to find anything. Wait, what? Not specify file path? Oh, cool. That is foresight. Yeah, 18 KB for that image. Right there. 18 KB. Still looks great. Okay. Oh, one thing I actually want to do as well, just before I deploy this in a second. All my characters are, well, it's always the same, right? I want to actually, I want to order these by the name. Because it's not good that they keep why isn't that working? Is order by not a valid? Huh? What's going on there? So if I refresh. This is not sorting by the name. So I can just use the PSL, then so I can just do import. So I've got query. Order by. Oh right, that's not how it works, is it? It's the other way around, I believe. No, it's not. Oh, it needs an interpolated value. So yeah, I need to bind it. So I do c.name. No, wait a minute. What? That should still work on this. Yeah. Oh, so it's ascending c.name and then. Yeah, like that. Ecto. What's wrong with this? Oh. Yes, gosh, thank you. I do have to do that. Thank you. Let's just do it like this. Yeah, you're completely right. I'm fetching it and then I'm trying to order it, which makes no sense. Yeah, let's just do that. Much better. Thank you. See, streaming's great. You know, you guys help me out. So yeah, much better. Much better. And now everything is organized. We'll add some filtering as well, I think, because there's too many characters for now. Maybe we even want to put something in like a list view or a grid view. We can put that into. Great. Okay, cool. So let's get this live. Get rid of the IO inspect. So what have we done? You've done all the Mogrify stuff. Very cool. Nice. Okay, so I'll add this. So we are converting PNGs to WebP on download. Really cool. Okay. Now what we want to do is make it so that, well, we actually need this to be live, right? And the thing is, right now I've got loads of content, loads of files in that directory, which I don't want. So I'm going to delete them, actually. So if I do ssh bin skin rank remote. So now I'm SSH'd into the box, right? And if you missed how I did that, that's in the fly episode that'll be just before this. So I want to, let's do this. So if I want the images, that will be, let's do it as a string, because I don't really need to interpolate it. So if I do code dot with directory static images skins, is that, oh yeah, I have to actually specify the app. Yeah, so that's priv static images skins, is that correct? Priv static images skins, yeah. So that's the images there, and I actually want to file.rm rf images dir. Cool. So that's all done now. Yep, that's all gone, which is very good. I really like that. And then I actually need to remove all the file. Yeah, because my repo, my seeds, my importer isn't idempotent. We could make it idempotent actually, just by making it so when it does an insert, it does it on conflict. We could do that actually, but for now, tell you what, we'll do that afterwards. I can cover that separately. For now, let's just scrub everything. So alias skinrank.repo, repo.delete all, and for now I just want to get rid of all the votes, which I think are in skins. Yep, get rid of all the votes. Then I want to get rid of all the skins. Yep, 1129. Then I want to get rid of all the characters. Oh, sorry, it's not in skins, is it? It's characters. Dot character. The entities. Cool, that's gone. So if you go to Skin Rank Dev now, there's nothing there because I've just completely trashed everything. So that's good. Now we'll fly deploy. Oh, it's updating everything. And then this will take what we've just done, put it up there. And then I can jump on the box and run the importer, and that should WebP everything, stick it all in there. For what it's worth, in a production environment, you wouldn't do what I just did. This is purely, it's a hobby project, it's something I'm using just to show people how to do stuff, so don't do what I just did in production, right? In production, you want to make your script idempotent. You wouldn't want to delete the files until the other files are there anyway, to make sure that there's no downtime. And if anything, you'd write a script that would actually go and convert the existing files rather than re-download them. I'm just trying to illustrate how you can do a bunch of different stuff here, so keep that in mind, right? So we're just building our Docker image. It's been pushed up. I'm also going to cover some CI soon as well, so that every time we git push, it'll actually do this, so we don't have to do this every time. I just haven't gotten around to that yet, but we can do that soon. Maybe we could do CI today. CI is pretty easy with Fly, I think. It's been a while, but it should be fun. So it's running mix compile, mix release. For what it's worth as well, all these skins are in the Docker ignore file, so these don't get pushed up to the container. Could have, and you know, I mean, in a real application as well, you wouldn't really host all these images yourself. You'd host them in some sort of file service or bucket like S3 or Tigris. But we're not doing that here just yet. So Fly is pushing everything up. It's now trying to deploy it to the actual box. Let's destroy the old one, checking that there's a new one now. This is LiveView, so it just got disconnected from its server, which is quite cool. And then if we wait, it should actually just reconnect as well. Give it a minute. There you go, succeeded. There you go. So this is the updated version. Why is that broken? That's weird. We can fix that. Cool. So again, there's nothing here though yet. So what we need to do is fly SSH onto the box. Then I want to run skinrank.characters.importer.populateDB. Oh no. What's wrong with that? Ah. Of course, I didn't actually install ImageMagick into the Docker container. That makes total sense. Magic Docker file. It should be simple, but let's just make sure. Yeah, I literally just do that. Okay. Docker file. So here's the bit where we got all the dependencies. We've got git, node.js, npm, and we're doing it from apt. So I'm guessing we can just do ImageMagick. Yeah, that should be it. Oh, got the box. So now, when we push up to Docker, it should also run, as you can see now, it's got ImageMagick there. So now it's installing ImageMagick on the box as well. Before we do it, should just take a minute or so. And then what do we want to do next? CI? Or this is optimizing the images, right? So things will be faster now, which is great. Less bandwidth for us, faster for users. But what about next? I guess we could do, once this is working anyway, we might run into another hiccup or two. But we could maybe do some do Circle CI, not Circle CI, sorry, GitHub Actions to automatically deploy things on fly. That'd be cool. We could do some testing first, and then we could plug the tests in afterwards. Maybe. We could do the fingerprinting. So we want to fingerprint it to make sure that when we add... Yeah, so... Okay. So we don't want people to be able to just spam votes on everything, right? The idea is you only vote for one thing. Per character, anyway. So what we want to do is limit that. But I also don't want to add user authentication because I don't care about people logging into the app. I just want them to use it, right? If they want, yeah. If, I'm not really expecting many people to use this, but I just want people to be able to come in, click on the button, take a look at the results, flick through some things, and that's it, right? So, yeah, okay. So what we can do is we can add some identification of users when they log in. But maybe we want tests first. Let's do some testing, I think. Let's do some testing. I think it would be good to do some testing after this. And in a production app, you should be testing everything, right? You shouldn't be doing what I'm doing here, which is just writing features and deploying them. You should write your feature, write a test, deploy, or write your test, then write your feature, then deploy. Use MAC address as fingerprint. That's an interesting idea. But I might not be able to see the MAC address of the user. So there are some JavaScript libraries you can use that will do a lot of that stuff for us. So let's look at that. But first, let's just get these images working. But that's an interesting idea. Also, welcome to the stream, first time chat. Okay, so I just go back to Skin Rank. So we still have nothing there. Oh, that was fixed. That was just a CSS thing not coming through. It was a live refresh. So let's fly SSH back onto the box, and then go skinrank.characters.importer.populate. Oh no! Why? Missing prerequisite. Mogrify. What's wrong with it? I knew it wouldn't be as simple as that. Runtime error. Why isn't this working? Oh, closed. Aha! Oh wait, this will convert. Maybe it wasn't added to the path. I mean, we can test this out, right? I mean, yeah, so I have the, yeah, okay, so the mix steps is there. I don't know, just, what can we run here? I just want to see something. They open. Wait, that. Well, there's working. Mogrify.save isn't working. What? So maybe when you install Mogrify with sorry, not Mogrify, when you install this is so Mogrify is a part of ImageMagick. No, but I have the okay. Yeah, I've done that. Okay, let's try something else. So right now I'm in the remote session, right? Let's just connect to the box itself. Now if I type in Mogrify, that's a bit strange. The box should have Mogrify installed, but it seems to. Alright, maybe. Cool. Catch you later, Kanash. I did try another package to install ImageMagick. Yeah. That's a good shout. Maybe there is. Well, this is PHP. This is lib. I need to install ImageMagick using Packle and extension. Yeah, that's what I tried to do. This should autocomplete, right? I mean, I can just do like, yeah, like it doesn't know what that is. So it's clearly not installed it, which is a bit strange because you saw it here, right? Install ImageMagick Docker. Other people have talked about this LiveMagick wand. What is this? Also, to be fair, no install recommends it. Maybe there was a part of this didn't go through. But I did do -y. Hold on. I've actually done this before. Let me just look on the side. 1 second. So if I no. I mean, someone might have tried to oh, okay, this person says that you have to do it again. Maybe it was installed and then it got rid of it, like this guy's saying. It doesn't seem to be there, right? Like, if I do apt get install ImageMagick. Ooh, unable to locate package. But that's also because of how the builder works. No, that's just a red herring. Because I haven't got the repository. Wow, it's a lot of... Wait, why do I need all that? Oh, this person's actually W getting the tar and then... I mean, I shouldn't need to do that. This should just work. Oh. I mean, it's different, but maybe I do need... I mean, a lot of people said about installing this. Let me add this as well. And try and deploy again. And also this will, by changing that, it will force the thing to run again. We can take a bit of a harder look at what actually happens. Let's see. I mean, that seems fine. Alright, let's go again. Let's see if it worked this time. Characters. Nope, of course not. What is wrong with this? Missing prerequisite Mogrify. But I can... Magic is an extension for PHP. Okay. But I can run some commands though, right? I mean, can I not? What was I running before? Format. If I recall, last time I did this, it just worked. I didn't even have to put anything in. Unless the image I was using had it in there, which is a bit weird. Maybe it's not part of the path. Hold on. So maybe it's not part of my path. It's like it's listening to me. Yeah, it should work. Sudo Okay, let's just see if I can do it manually. So if I... I don't know what the error was here before. Okay, unable to locate package. Thank you. Sorry, I have to get... Yeah, that might be one. So, I have to search. Didn't know about that. App search doesn't exist. Or is that a different command? That doesn't work either. There you go. So just had to update it, which is fine. Very weird that it didn't work with Docker though. There must be a reason for that. Okay. Oop. Search ImageMagick. It's installed. That's not enough. Oh, convert. Okay, right. And then the other one's actually Mogrify. Okay, fine. So we have it now. Okay. So if I go to bin, skin rank, remote, I'm in the IX box. So this should work now. But yeah, okay, that's working now. Weird though. Not sure why that wouldn't work. You can also see it happening live. Not sure why that wouldn't work from Docker. To do fix image actually. So there you go. See how fast that is now? It's now instant. There you go. It's not even finished yet, but that makes me happy. It's a lot faster. It's instantly loading now rather than a meg for every single file. Hey, someone just voted on it. Sweet. Alright, we're about to finish, and then we can do some basic testing as well, because yeah. Let's do some tests, make sure people can vote. Then we will implement fingerprinting, break the voting, and then we should be good. Come on. So much faster, much nicer. Oh, why is that image so big? Come on. Alright, I have to account for these. I thought they'd all be the same size. I thought they were standardized. Again, I need to do something if I can't find the images. Because this isn't good. There's Anna. Nice. Still running. Still getting skins. The real-time stuff is cool, right? You can actually see it. I think I'm gonna add some. Oh, why is that? Oh, no, that's right. Still running. It's cool to see it happen in real time then. There you go. Done. Okay, cool. Alright, so finally. Yeah, just. Add to doc. Alright. Have people take a minute.